If you are in the crypto space, then you are out there looking, searching high and low for that next 100x altcoin. Well, in today's video, we are of course discussing 3 altcoins that have significant potential. These are 3 altcoins that have not yet launched. They've just completed their seed or private sale rounds, and they are looking to launch really, really soon. When they launch, these particular altcoins, in my opinion, have significant potential for some fantastic number of X's on your investment. Guys, let's roll the intro and get right down into it. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video update. Today we are of course discussing 3 altcoins that I think have significant potential for some phenomenal gains in the future. These are altcoins that have not yet launched. You will not find them on your decentralized exchanges or centralized exchanges just yet, but they are coming, and when they do, they are going to be very explosive in my humble opinion. Let's kick things off with the very first altcoin that I think has some serious potential. Let's jump down into the desktop here, right? The first thing we're going to talk about is Minutes Network. Now, Minutes is basically the lowest cost international termination. Basically, Minutes Network leverages existing and new proprietary MinTech technologies to provide voice carriers worldwide with the highest quality international transmissions or terminations at the lowest and market-beating prices. Essentially, guys, if this might sound sort of familiar, and why not? It should, because we are, of course, talking about a competitor sort of to World Mobile Token. Now, I say sort of because World Mobile Token is really all about the data side, yet we have Minutes Network here all about actually voice connectivity and basically allowing for international voice calls. So they are slightly different, and actually I think these two are probably going to complement each other incredibly well. Now, the Minutes Network is going to have a token that we've been doing the private and seed rounds for this one for a little while, I believe, and we are due to see the TGE, the token generation event, really soon. And of course, I have no doubt with how big World Mobile Token is that we're going to see the Minutes Network explode across some of those centralized exchanges as well. Now, with Minutes Network, I think we're going to see the token MNT, Minutes Network Token, be deployed really soon. And if we jump on over into the team here, you will notice that we've got Josh Watkins. Josh Watkins, of course, is Mickey Watkins' brother, who has left World Mobile to set up Minutes Network, which is why they seem so very, very familiar. Now, what's really interesting about Minutes Network is I think that we're going to see the Minutes Network and the World Mobile Network come together and actually collaborate and potentially do some fantastic things together. I think this is a major step forward for decentralization when it comes to mobile networks, and I think we've got good recipes both with World Mobile Token and now with Minutes Network. I think Minutes Network is going to be in a really strong position, and we're going to see it kind of explode with real world utility. And I think it's going to be a really key to see how this kind of plays out over the coming kind of days, weeks, and months. And I do think that World Mobile Token has some pretty significant potential to disrupt the industry that it's trying to target as well. So why not check it out? I'll leave a link to this in the description down below. Minutes Network. I think you won't be disappointed by what you find there. Go ahead and check it out and join us down in our Discord server where you can find out a little bit more about what is going on with Minutes Network. We were involved in one of the private sales, so why not check it out? The link for Discord can be found on the social media platform and in the descriptions down below. Let's go ahead and move on over into the second altcoin that has not yet launched that I think will perform very, very well. And for that, we are, of course, discussing BitRivals. Now, BitRivals is going to be disrupting the gaming space from a Web3 point of view. We've spoken about BitRivals before, and I do think it's actually something that a lot of people probably have overlooked and aren't really paying terribly too much attention to. But this particular project is is something that is already running in a Web 2 sense and is going to be coming into the Web 3 space. This means that gamers that are currently in the Web 2 gaming sector are likely to see what Web 3 can do. And we're going to start bringing Web 2 users into Web 3 via the 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀s platform. But what is 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀s? Well, 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀s essentially works by connecting gamers with Web 3. And what I mean by this is you're able to earn and participate in what Web 3 has to offer as a Web 2 user. There isn't really any kind of involvement so much from the Web 2 users. They can use 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀s without even knowing that they're actually a part of a Web 3 ecosystem. And this is really key because it means that you can have AAA titles like Fortnite, for example, that can actually earn you cryptocurrency and earn you rewards through the Web3 platform without the users of Fortnite even knowing it. All you have to do is link up your gamer tag with Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, whatever it may be, and essentially you can start earning points and rewards on the 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀s platform. There are many objectives and rewards that you can earn through just playing games, even whether you are competitive or not. Maybe you're just a passive player playing storylines. You can still earn that way as well. And so 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀s actually positions itself in a really unique position where it can, of course, disrupt the gaming space without actually just trying to onboard a load of users onto the Web3. Basically, Web 2 users can enjoy the benefits of Web3 without any of the complications, without any of those issues of holding cryptocurrency, having to deal with cryptocurrency-based transactions or anything like that. Just connect your gamer tags and off you go. And this one is currently live as a Web 2 platform. You can start using this right away. But of course, the token Rival will be issued soon. It's obviously had its seed rounds, it's had its private rounds, and we are getting close to TGE. Although no date is currently set, I do imagine that it's going to be coming imminently, and we're going to see this one launch with a bang as well. Do you think 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀s has the true potential to actually disrupt the gaming space, and it's not going to be those kind of standard Web3 games that we see where you're trying to kind of whether it's staking via their game and all these kind of standard kind of play to earn mechanics? Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to see these AAA Web 2 based games enjoy the benefits of Web 3. I think 𝗵𝗻𝗀𝗀𝗀𝗀s has some significant potential. Which then brings me over into the third project that has not yet launched. And this one, I think, isn't going to be necessarily for everyone, but I do think it's something that is going to perform very, very well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the desktop here. We're talking about 𝗕𝗘𝗪. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly, but Battle of the 𝗕𝗘𝗪 Multiverse. Now, this is an interesting Web3 metaverse-based project, and it's going to see, I think, quite a large adoption curve. There's already a lot of people that are interested in this particular style of game. Now, again, this is one that's already had its seed and private sale rounds, and we are going to be seeing this one launch really soon. Again, I do not have dates on the token generation event, the TGE, but I do think there's something that is likely to happen probably within the next few weeks or months, and we're going to see a pretty significant bang out of the gate. It's got some pretty significant backers as well. And it's got really interesting kind of gameplay that's associated with it. It's got a huge network around this one as well, and has got lots of press around it. So I think this is one that you're going to have to do some more research on. Like I said, the style and gameplay of this might not be to everyone's taste and everyone's liking, but it has got some significant backing, and it has got a significant user base out in the Asia region. And I do think that that is going to play a significant role in the success of this particular project. Again, I think this is one that is likely to have its TGE in the coming days, weeks, or even months. Like I say, I don't have a date on it, but I think this is one that's going to perform reasonably well straight out of the gate. And with the backing that it has and the kind of network it already has embedded itself into, we are likely to see a big user base kind of explode on this game. Like I say, it might not be for everyone's taste. The gameplay, the style might not be as per what you would usually be expecting, but I do think that this, from an Asian point of view, and specifically the kind of games and anime-based characters that they typically have out in those regions, I think this has got a really good, unique touch at how could potentially see this one play very, very well. Now, from a speculative investment point of view, I would imagine that we're going to see a few X's on this one, so good returns on investment. But I would kind of say that we're probably likely to see Minutes Network out of these three be the best performer. So if I had to choose one, I would say that Minutes Network is probably the one that is going to have the best kind of explosive launch. Maybe that will be followed by 𝗕𝗘𝗪 and BitRivals. It will be pretty level pegging, I would have thought. But like I say, all three of these particular projects, I think, are coming in at just the right time. They're going to disrupt the industries that they're looking at, and I think they have significant return on investment potential. But again, like I've said many times before, and I'll say again, I am no financial advisor. I cannot give you financial advice. All I can do is share my thoughts and opinions on what I believe to be three fantastic altcoins. Guys, why don't you check out this video right here for learn a little bit more about the crypto space.